Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Good morning. As you can see on the board, Uncommon Words Part 2. So basically what I am doing is continuing where I stopped last week. And this is a new lecture for this week. We did uncommon words last time. We are continuing the same list. I mean same list in the sense that the same topic, uncommon words, but different set of words. And for the sake of convenience, I have marked it part 2. These lectures coupled with some of the earlier lectures that we have done, earlier classes that you have already, I hope, attended on vocabulary development. They are going to be of immense benefit to you whenever you appear for your competitive exams in English language. As usual, I will always, I'll advise you to supplement and complement with these lectures with more reading materials. It will be of enormous benefit if you can do that. Continue reading, read good works of literature as well as standard newspapers in the English language. So please look at the slide here. First slide, these are your exercises. It's the same format. You are going to solve the exercises on your own, at least attempt to solve the exercises on your own. Once the list is over, I am going to give you the answers and explanations. So first word, crapulous. Depending on luck, B, ill from over drinking, C, bloated, D, long wined. Crass, A, gross, music, brittle, long established. Next is crepitate. Make a rattling sound, crawl, become weak, fear. Next slide. Croft. It's a skill, a small farm, large barn and piece of potter. Please look at all these words. What's a barn? Okay. Crotchety. Broken down, full of whims, bent, knitted. You have a word like crochet. It's a stitch, right? See if this is the same word. Look up your dictionaries. Cruet. This is not cruel. Large cake, small bottle, thick oil, fancy. Curmudgeon. Buffoon, churlish fellow, tropical fish, or high anger. Debauch. A, cheapen, B, branch off, C, to open a bottle, D, corrupt. Next, deleterious or deleterious. A, tardy, B, harmful, C, eliminating, D, considerate. Next, a demesne. Okay, so S is silent, of course. So demesne, it's resignation, region, lowly conduct, good behavior. Demesne, I repeat, resignation, region, lowly conduct, good behavior. Depilate, unscramble, displease, remove hair, pillage. Depredation, decrease in value, warding off, disapproval, plundering. Deracinate, pull up by the roots, shunt off, slow down, tear to shreds. Desueted, bluntness, rich style of cooking, disuse, sweetness. Next is detrition, wearing away, sudden departure, prevention, anguish. Dialectics, kind of language, socialism, elocution, logical argumentation. Next word is disquisition, formal request, itemized list, thesis, uneasiness. Next list, doggerel, choices are small pet, B, pomposity, short slogan, trivial verse. Next, dolorous, parsimonious, financial, sorrowful, sacred. Doxology, study of propaganda, heresy, hymn of praise, obstinate belief. Next slide. Effulgent, sacred, radiant, thunderous, sickening. Elegiac, mournful, select, desirable, laudatory. Next word. Emblazon, set on fire, adorn magnificently, set as an example, persis. Next slide. Embryonic is developed, ingrown, hereditary or rudimentary. Amendation, please note there is no spelling error here, it's not amendation, it's amendation. Praise, correct, elimination, legislative proposal. And next word is emollient, milky, soothing, oily, adhering. Next word, febrile. Choices are A, nervous, B, moody, C, feverish, D, slight. Next, fecundity. A, depth, B, fertility, C, poverty, D, validity. Next word, fenestrated. A, having windows, B, enclosed, C, deployed, D, involved. Next word, ferocious. A, fierce. This is not ferocious. B, predatory. C, fruitful. D, bearing away. The next word is again a very popular word with examiners. Fitted, celebrated, heavy, malodorous, insipid. Next word, fillip, large amount of, acrobatic trick, a drink, a kind of a drink. Stimulus. And next is flocculent. There is one word like succulent also, this is flocculent. Fluffy, pretentious, insipid, congregating. If you know succulent, you will be able to do flocculent. And next word, fluted, nothing to do with the instrument, okay? A, arched, B, intoned, C, fretted, D, grooved. And freeze, pronounced as freeze. Niche, ornamental strip. Top section, pedestal. These words are taken from a particular domain of study or knowledge. Next, fruition, fulfillment, C, dispersal, parsimoniousness, temporary use, fugacious, fanciful, transitory, breaking loose, irresponsible. Next one, lanyard. Is it a sail? B, short rope, C, lower deck, D, open coat. Very tricky word. And another tricky word comes your way, lectern, literary conference, reference work, storm lantern, reading desk. Licentious, very popular word, not all that uncommon, but still you need to know it. Dramatic, B, sanctioned, C, wanton, D, self-seeking. The next is litany, deep moan, legal battle, popular choice, repeated series of responses. So, we will discuss the answers now. First word was crapulous, depending on luck. B, ill from over drinking, bloated and long wine. The best choice is ill from over drinking. It's an old fashioned word which means over excessive eating and drinking and falling ill due to it. Excessive eating and drinking may cause bloatedness, fat, overweightness, but that's not the meaning here. Crapulous, or you have a word called corpulent. Corpulent is heavy weight. A person who is an overweight person, not heavyweight, but overweight. Crapulous is ill from over drinking, given to gross intemperance in eating or drinking. Intemperance means no control. Temperance means having control. Next word was crass. So, we were given choices like gross, sure, brittle, long established. Now, the best choice is gross, Gross, which means uncouth, uncivilized. We often say crass behavior, crass dance and song and dance situations, crass comedy. Okay, so that's which is gross, which is an affront to good taste. Remember the word crass is an adjective, and the origin is Latin crassus, which meant thick and dense. Okay, and dense is stupid and slow to understand, right? And thick and dense, and in English, thick, all these words go point towards stupidity. Today, crassness and grossness are considered affront to good taste. Next word was crepitate. It means making a rattling sound. Children's toys make a crepitating sound. Vehicles make a crepitating sound. Next word was croft. Croft choices were skill, small farm, large barn, piece of potter. Barn is where farmers keep their material, their stuff, fodder, etc., animals. Croft is a small farm. Again, Old English. Not much in use, but then examiners may decide to give you this word. Crotchety is full of whims. We often say, grandfather is becoming crotchety, old age, sort of very senile and irritable. Remember, crotchety is used when we talk about older people. We don't talk about my best friend is getting crotchety. Yes, you can use it. But often, most often, if there is a choice, if there is sort of text completion kind of exercise, remember to use it where best applicable, which is talking about older people. Yeah, crotchety people take pleasure in bothering others or constantly complaining about others. Crotchety derives from the word crochet, whim or fancy, and crotchety people are subjected to whims. Next word was cruet. Now, cruet is a small bottle. It can be filled with water or wine or anything and kept in the on your somewhere in the dining room. So that is cruet. It's part of crockery. So it's a small bottle. Curmudgeon is a churlish fellow, an irritable fellow. It's a kind of a temperament, again like crotchety temperament. It's not a buffoon, but irritable, short-tempered person. Debauch is a very, very common word. It's not cheapen, it's corrupt. A debauched person is a corrupt person. You can say most often it is used in the sense of moral corruption, debauchery. People who are fond of excessively fond of things which are generally not considered of moral standards, matching moral standards. So that is debauch. Deleterious is harmful, deleterious effects of something, deleterious effects of living in a neighborhood where there is too much of construction activity going on. So you smoke all that dust and smoke. And demesne. Demesne is a region, a small region. The next word was depilate. Now, depilatory is removal of hair. Okay. You subject, there is a kind of a therapy where excessive body hair can be removed, that when we call it depilatory function. And then perhaps, some animals have to go through for some kind of profit. People do that. So, depilate removal of hair. Depredation, it looks very close to decrease in value. Why? It's not depreciation, it is plundering. Plundering. The horrors of war include depredation. When countries attack each other, the conquering armies take to depredation, plundering and ransacking of the defeated and pillaging their homes. So these things entail all kinds of pains humans inflict on each other. The Latin origin is prede, Praeda. Okay, and think of predatory. By 15th century French language, the word became depredation. Okay, basically it's predatory preying, not Pray but Prey. Differentiate. Prey. Prey. We are to prey on somebody, to prey on the defeated people. So this was done when a conquering army did horrible things to the defeated people. Deracinate is pull up by the roots. You deracinate something. Okay, so take off by the roots of something. We had another word which was desuetude, which meant bluntness. I mean, the choices were bluntness, rich style of cooking, disuse, and sweetness. This is a noun which means that something is not used anymore. It's not actively used. Machines are in a state of desuetude. You must have seen all these sick factories. They have machinery and equipment. Please notice, we don't say equipments, we don't say machineries, we say machinery, and we say equipment. Equipment in plural also. So, all these things which are not in use. Next word was detrition. Detrition is wearing away. Synonyms are friction and scraping off. So sometimes you have the act of detrition, wearing away. You can leave any material thing around, and detrition. We often say that stones are subject, these rocks are subjected to detrition. We had another word, dialectics. It's a very philosophical, literary, and even in economics perhaps. So logical argumentation, this or that. We'll go on to disquisition. That was the next word, which means dissertation or a thesis. Okay, long elaborate word to describe analysis of a topic. It's a thesis. And then we had doggerel. Some literary geniuses like Edward Lear or Lewis Carroll. Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland, I would recommend that you guys read Alice in Wonderland. So doggerel and also Ogden Nash and W.H. Auden, they had written doggerel, nonsense or trivial verse. So you have 4 choices here. It has got nothing to do with a dog, so it's not a small pet. It's a trivial verse, which is your choice D. Next word was dolorous, which means sorrowful. You have a medicine, dolo, which takes away your pain associated with that. Doxology is hymn of praise in a church. Doxa. Okay, look up the word doxa, D-O-X-A, and doxology, hymn of praise in a church. The service, church service. Effulgent is radiant, something that radiates light. It's a good word, it's a positive word. It's an adjective. And elegiac is based on elegy. It derives from elegy. Elegiac is a is an adjective, elegy is a noun, mournful, somebody died, yeah. A great person died. Okay, the atmosphere was elegiac atmosphere. You write elegy for someone close to you upon his or her death. So verses, elegies. Yeah, I think we have done this word before, but it wouldn't hurt to repeat it. Emblazon is B, choice B, adorn magnificently, inscribe conspicuously. You must have often seen movie titles, they come emblazoned on the billboard. So that is emblazon. Adorn, inscribed, very conspicuously. And you have embryonic. Embryonic is, think embryo. Embryonic is an adjective, embryo is a noun, initial stages. So best answer is D, choice D, rudimentary, early stages, not yet developed. Amendation is correction. Amendation with an A is a change. Commendation is to praise. Amendation is to correct. And emollient is something B, something soothing, so choice B. Choice B, that is soothing, soft. And sometimes we say the emollient effect of a lotion or a hand cream, soothing effect, emollient. The next word was febrile. Febrile. Choices were nervous, moody, feverish, and slight. We often say febrile imagination, feverish imagination, mind always at work, very active, agitated, always in a state of excitement. Best choice is C, feverish. Next word was fecundity. Such a nice word. It has good meaning. Fertility. Fecundity of imagination. Productive. It's a very positive word. You can use it when you go through a burst of creativity, or being very fecund about it. It's fruitful, it's fertile, the ability to produce. Synonyms are abundant, okay, something that grows healthily. Next word was fenestrated. Fenestrated is having windows. The room has been fenestrated. It's not enclosed or deployed or involved, but choice A, having windows. And next word was feracious, which is again a good word. Fruitful, productive, abundant, fecund. It's not fierce, it's not predatory. Feracious is different from ferocious. Next word was fetid. We often say fetid smell. So odor, related to odor. It's not fetid. Now see, fetid has something to do with odor, and fet is to someone got celebrated and praised. Fetid is malodorous, bad smelling. Comes from the Latin word meaning stinking. This is an adjective. It has been in active use since the early 15th century. This is the time when good detergent or perfumes were not really so much in vogue. So it something that stings. Next word was fillip. Fillip is a kind of stimulus, something that boosts, promotes, or energizes. We often say the article gave a fillip to me, or the person gave a fillip to me, the timely assistance was a fillip to me. Okay, so something that boosts, promotes, or energizes. Next word was flocculent, and it means fluffy. Succulent is juicy and soft. Flocculent is fluffy. And next word was fluted. Fluted, the best choice is D, grooved. It is derived from architects, the world of architecture. So fluting in architecture is the shallow grooves running vertically along a surface. So it's an architectural word. And we had next word as frieze. Frieze is again derived from the domain of architecture. It's an ornamental strip on a building, on a structure. We have other words like fruition, which is fulfillment, fruition of all my hard work, fulfillment, fruition of desire. You got everything you wanted. Fugacious is you were given 4 choices: fanciful, transitory, breaking loose, irresponsible. It sounds very much like irresponsible, but it means, the exact meaning is be transitory, something that passes quickly, that is ephemeral, that is the synonym, ephemeral, fleeting. Origin is traced back to the Latin word fugax, F-U-G-A-X, which means apt to flee, or something that won't last long. The next word, lanyard. Lanyard. Choices were A, sail, B, short rope, C, lower deck, or D, open coat. A lanyard is a short rope, string-like thing which people wear around their necks. Sometimes they hang small knives or a small sort of totem around their necks. It's a small short rope. Lanyard. And then you had another word, lectern. It's not literary conference, it sounds like it though. It's a reading desk. A lectern is a stand you lecture from. Lectern often features a sloped top and a little lamp to make reading from a paper or notes easier. The word lectern comes from the Latin word leisure, which means to read, L-E-G-E-R. Okay, and podium means the same thing. The lectern, we can keep a small desk. Perhaps we can show it to our students. This is almost a lectern. It's a small desk with a sloped top where you can keep a paper and read it. We have next word, licentious. Choices were dramatic, sanction, wanton, and self-seeking. And the best choice is wanton. Licentious behavior, licentious action. Okay, wanton, wayward, immoral. We have done debauch. Debauch and licentious are quite similar, though not exactly the same, but quite similar. Lack of morals. Do not meet the accepted standards of morals. Litany is repeated series of responses. It's not a moan or legal battle or popular choice, but choice is D, repeated series of responses. It's a whole list of complaints sometimes to get off your chest, or a request, whole list of requests. It comes from entreaty or supplication, a Greek word, often refers to long petitions offered to the king, to God, to those in authority. So that's a litany. Repeated requests, lists, complaints, all those things. So from there I will take you to another list of uncommon words, words that come from other languages. This is cul-de-sac. You often reach cul-de-sac. It's a blind alley, dead end. At the end of a road, you may come across cul-de-sac. You can't take left or right. It's the end of the road. Okay, cul-de-sac can often happen in life. A career has reached cul-de-sac, dead end. Where to go next? Next word is en masse. Again, I am doing French and Latin words with you. En masse is in a body, all together. Students went to the principal en masse to complain about some issue. And this is forte. Physics is your forte, a strong point. Okay, so this is not F-O-R-T, fort as in castle, but it's one of your strong points. We say amour, this is next word, amour propre. Amour propre. Amour propre is nothing but self-esteem, a great big sense of self-esteem, self-love. Okay, so you are impressed with yourself, amour propre. And next word is bagatelle, which is, please note the spelling, bagatelle. It's a trifle, it's a very slight kind of an issue. You have another word, bistro. Bistro is a small cafe. French, bistro, a small bar or cafe. You have another word, maladroit. Adroitly means skillfully. Maladroit is clumsy. Whenever you see mal, think, or you can always be sure that it means something bad. And there is a word like malaise, MALAISE, which is a feeling of disease, discomfort, malaise. So society suffers from various malaise, social malaise. Dowry is a social malaise. Yeah, it's a bad thing. It's a social ill. Next word is menage. Menage is a household. And then menage, household. There is a term called menagerie. It's a collection of small animals. And then you have volte face or volte face. It's an about turn, an about face. You promise your friend that you are going to support him in a state of crisis, and then next day you say, no, it cannot be done because you're not convinced about your friend's genuineness. And what you have done is volte face, an about turn, a change of face. So thank you very much. We'll continue with more vocabulary in the subsequent classes.